You know I'll be having to get food here, so.
You literally have a friend that's still working here.
Okay, she don't always want to leave and take me to get stuff.
Yeah.
Because she's scared. But it's okay, because I'm about to just ask you to fix it over to my.
Okay, do what you gotta do, bro.
Why are you hanging up?
Fuck. What is your problem, bro? Sit there and talk to me like that, nigga. I didn't say it was a fucking problem.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T
She gets to fucking trip me.
Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this pass caught by Gray. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now Jackson on 1st down. That'll be checked down to Drake. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco, 42 yards. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
You seen that play, bro?
The weapons out wide. He knows he's got a good weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position, no one was fooled on that play.
Well, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
DC ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Big Smooth, what's going on, bro?
It's pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Butker on for the PAT. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. It's complete to Drake. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Hey, Big Smooth, what's going on, bro?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down. Now a run up the middle with Drake.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A pitch out to Drake. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Jackson. He dumps it off to Drake. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Throwing is Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground, and here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
Pass interference?
Complete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. Finding room at midfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Play action. Now Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
So times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. He'll look to throw.
Bitch.
Find a receiver, and he's
Get to the fucking ground, nigga.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jackson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Oh, shit.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. If they had connected, instead it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
What's going on, bro?
First of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On play action, it's Mahomes.
I ain't taking no sack, bro.
Says this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
I see you.
Mahomes throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it, sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus,
Clock the
focus.
out. Hell yeah. For real. It's time to clock the
Not
out.
much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
Report!
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson gonna let one fly for Robinson. And his pass is intercepted for the...
Hey, why I go in and catch that myself? Hey.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ooh, shit.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback. But maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
How you jump like that? Like, I can never get my character to jump like that.
They go play Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jarek McKinnon punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs extend their lead yet again. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this moment. No, okay. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith.